Hi divas, you know how much I love my butterflies, my Butterfliege, flutterbys. You know how much I love them, and this is a series from Diamond Art Club by Jennifer Lambian, and I just love the way she puts the sparkle in them. This one says she remembered who she was and the game changed. And you know what? That's what I feel about myself lately. So it is a 22 by 28 inches, which is a 55 by 70 centimeters, which is a good size. So let's open up this Diamond Art Club and show you this gorgeous painting. You know that in every Diamond Art Club you get a little sticker to use for inventory on the end of your box or in your notebook of what you're doing and what you're working on. Gives you all the dimensions and information that you need, and you get a toolkit. So let's look at that toolkit. Okay. You can just open the pack at the top. You do not have to rip on those lines, by the way. Just to let you know. Ooh, I got a pretty purple pen this time. I'll show you in a second. You get a bag of baggies to help you kit up and kit down if you so desire. You get a white boat with a stopper that comes with it. Eventually that stopper loosens up a bit, but it does help you keep all the drills in there when you're jiggling them around. Okay, you get a heart with 2 hearts of wax. Now they have a piece of plastic on top and bottom that you take off, and you can use that. Aww! I got a little crystal flower as the cover minder. Now the cover minder has a magnet on the back that helps you pinch the plastic. If you're holding the plastic back, helps you pinch the plastic back as you're working on it. You get a pen and a squishy. I guess this is more brown than purple, but the squishy is for ergonomics. And you get 2, like a 5 and a 7 placer, a 4 and a 7 placer, I'm sorry. Those are the multi-placers. You get a pointy tweezers. They're not quite as sharp as they used to be, but they're just fine. And you get washi tape, which you can put around the sides of your diamond painting because there's a little extra overflow of glue over the edge of the painting. You might want to cover, and these are random. The cover minders and the washi tapes are randomly put in your kit. This is beautiful. It's beautiful roses on it. So the washi tape helps you keep the pet dander and stuff off of the sides of your canvas, and it also helps you keep your first rows straight. So here's your pro tip of the day. I can never get these bags closed closed right. All right, seems like I did it anyway. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's see this painting. This beautiful flutterby. All right, I am going to roll it up the opposite way because it helps the canvas ease. It's got a bit of a stiff backing to it, but it's nice and soft anyway. And this will self-level. In other words, it won't wrinkle. You cannot do this with double-sided tape, though. You can only do it with poured glue canvases. So, wow. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. Now, there's something written in this, and I don't know what it says. And if it is, it isn't in English. But it looks like it is, oh, it says happiness. it looks like carte, C-A-R-T-E. I'm not sure. Anybody tell me what those words are? I would love to know. If you know, please let me know. Okay, so it gives you all the licensing here on the bottom. It gives you a chart on the top left and bottom right. It gives you a thank you instruction sheet. They give you a big sticker that you can use for your notebook, and lots of little stickers. Is exactly 67 in here, 67 colors. That gives you the schematic, the sequence number, the symbol, and the DMC color number on here. So you have that to kit up with. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at all the purples in here. There will be 1, 2, 3 fairy dust, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Aurora Borealis in here. And this canvas comes with the special already sectioned thicker plastic. It's already perforated in squares, so you can just rip off a square at a time when you are working. So that's very, very convenient. I like that they did that. Look at the pinks and purples. And I like the way that they do the letters, because you really can, they do have a bit of a highlight around the edge of it, but at the same time, you can really read these letters. I don't think you're meant to read the ones in there, but this one definitely, I think, says happiness. Maybe. I'm not sure. All right, so we've got the big butterfly. We've got browns and purples and pinks in it. And I am sure we have some sparkly stuff in here too. And the blues and the model boho blues in the background are fabulous. Ugh, I love blue and brown together, don't you? Lavender and purple and purple and brown together. Okay, so let me get the drills out. All right, so let me show you these pretty drills. They are not in numerical order, so I do want to show you how vivid those colors are. Look how pretty they go together. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with the colors. The gals who render these, who make sure all the colors are in the right places, who put the right colors in the right place. It's just not, it's more than done by computer. It's, after the computer does it, they go back and they make sure that there are no stray colors anywhere there's not supposed to be. You know, like sometimes you'll find a spot where it doesn't seem to belong. But there are nothing like that when you get them from these gals. They are so good. And then if the color is not quite right, they will make it so that, oh, my favorite, 550 purple. They will make it so that everything comes out beautifully, that everything blends together well, that everything is nice and smooth and clear, that the painting is just big enough to show all the details, but not too big or too small that the image looks muddy. So they have all that extra computer work to do. After they get the image from the artist, they really put in a lot of work in getting it perfect for you, especially if they have words on it. They've got some extra work to do if they have words on it. And I just want you to appreciate the renderers who do such a good job on these things. I'll put these away and I'll show you the specials. often like to cut mine in strips that fit right back in the pack. Just the length of the package so that they fit right back in. Because otherwise I can't get them back in the way they do in the factories. They just, wow. You never get them back in the same way, do you? Okay, so here are the specials. I want to show you first the Aurora Borealis. Now I want to try to get them in order of the way you'll see them. Here they are. This is a gorgeous maroon. I don't think I've seen this color as an AB before. I love it. You'll notice that there's a special shine, that it shines the different other colors, like in Aurora in the sky. I hope you got to see the Aurora Borealis that was in the sky in beginning of June. Unfortunately, I didn't. These are two of the fairy dust. Now, fairy dust has a special coating. It's a little bit like diamond dust that is just, it reflects more of its own color. It just gives it another pop of shine on it without reflecting colors off of it. So it gives it a glowy look to it. Okay, so let's look and see where we can find these in our painting. So 111, the symbol is going to be a number 1. Usually they're 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have the letter the in this gorgeous, let me bring you out so you can see what we're doing. Okay, in the letter the down here. And more number 1s in through the butterfly. That's what I thought. Mostly in the top of the wing here, mostly in the edges of the wings. Some in the bottom of this wing. Some of the bottom of this wing here. There's in this wing, in the edges, in the stripes, and here. There's some, it's dotted. There's some a little bit in the middle. And, yep, it's around these spots here. It's in the word who. Yep, and in the word who up here. So that is your maroon 111s. Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. Let's see, the 119 is next, and that's the number 2. So now we're looking for the number 2. And it has a black number 2 on it. This is across the top of the wing. I see some in here, across the top over here. There's some in the very tip of the wing. There's some around this feature over here. There's some in here, in this feature. And in the edges. And in the edges over here on this side. There's some in this feature here. There's some in here next to the center of the butterfly. There's some here, and in this feature in here. And that's that for the purple, the dark purple. Whew. Love them, love them, love them. All right, so the next one, I believe, is a pink. And that should be the number 3. Yes, it is. This is the pink AB. Number 3s, I see the bottom of the wing here. A little bit in the centers of the wing, a little bit, this is more sprinkled around. They're a little more sprinkled, but they're in junctions. And on this area, and a little bit over here. A little bit around the edge, on the edges and tips of things, like in the junction areas. Across the top here. There's some in the top. There's some in the edge here. And it looks like there's a few sprinkled in here and there in that wing. That's the purple. So I did this was the pink. So now we're looking for the purple at 126. And that would be the number 4. I didn't see them quite as readily when I was looking for the others. Oh, there's some 4 in here. Very little bit. Very little bit in here. And in this edgy of the wings here. Very little bit. Yeah, it's one of the lighter purple colors in the tips of the wings. Very little bit of color there. There was only a few of them anyway. So now we get to the Z's. We get to the, let's see. This one is the purple. And this one is the plus sign. This is the fairy dust, and it is a plus sign. Hips are going crazy. Okay, they are sprinkled throughout the words in here. And through the tips of the wings. I like fairy dust on the tips of the wings. I like that a lot. There's some out here. Tiny little bit in the bottom wing, but not much. Tiny little bit sprinkled in here. This goes up along the edge, and it goes into the edges over here, and it's more prominent sprinkled in up here. So that's what the purpley fairy dust are. Then we have the giant white ones. No, we don't. We have the yellow ones first, and that's the letter A. They should be fairly easy to find. They are dotted. There's a couple A's here, and they're sprinkled up in here on the top of the wing. I see them all over the top of the wing here. A little bit next to the ooh in the background color too, which is surprising. But I'm glad they pulled the eye over there. And then this is the last one. This is the big one. And it's the dash, not the dot, but the dash. So it's the white dash, and let's find out where they go. The white dash goes alongside all of the letters. So you're going to have it alongside each of the letters, and in a little bit of the background, you're going to have some here and there on your wing. There's most of the plain white ones. Surprised I don't have a white AB in it. I mean, yeah, white AB. There's just the fairy dust. And I wouldn't mind replacing some of the black 3371 with the black AB. Maybe not for this, but for in the body for sure. I'd replace, and in the wings for the black AB. I'd replace that. But okay, going more on the white fairy dust, you're going to see them outlining some of the wing in here too. Some are just the plain white, and some are the fairy dust white, and it's scattered in the body and around parts of the wing here. Mostly the ones that are going straight out. Now these are outlined in regular white, where up there they were outlined in the fairy dust. So, that is your butterfly. Isn't she beautiful? She's going to sparkle, folks. I'm going to use a lot of black ABs. That's the way it's going to be. I know some people don't like them because they change the word fairly a whole lot, but they changed the color some. But there are places I think you need them. I may not need them in the antennae, but the body and part of the wing, maybe not the outline around the wing, but in the wing itself, I think the ABs would look pretty. So that's what I'm gonna do. And some of the plain white ones I might replace with white AB to go near the fairy dust. And this is a square kit, in case I forgot to mention it. And again, it is a 55 by 70. And I'm rounding the numbers down a little bit. So, all right, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you love butterflies, look for them in August, and look for My Favorite Things event in August, coming to Wanda's Workbasket, West Aussie Diamond Art and Reeds, and Diamond Painting with Gems. All right, can't wait to see you soon. Bye, Divas.